Okie dokie, my friends. It is the Toad, and you're back on the hill. This isn't a review video of these knives. I don't do reviews. That's not what my channel is about. These I just collect knives. I'm just going to tell you what I think of these. This is just some of the ones I've picked up over the last few months. A lot of them I've been buying. I've just not been showing. I've not really felt like putting them up, but I'm in the mood at the moment, so I thought I'll show you some of the best ones. And yeah, we'll go from there. If you're still around at the, and you managed to go all the way through, my next video is going to be with my saxes. I've got quite a few saxes, and I'm actually halfway through cleaning them all because of obviously they've got a couple of them have got a little bit rusty and they needed re-oiling, and bit of oil on the handles and you know, the sort of thing, just tidying up. So I'm halfway through doing that. Once I've done that, I'm going to put them all on show for you and show you the ones that I've got. So I've got a few. Right, in the meantime, let's get going and see what we've got in front of us here. First thing, as you can see, there's the Rough Rider Appaloosa. I forgot what else it's called now. Coke bottle blade thing. Now, if you did see my review of this before, I have problems opening really stiff knives. This is one of them. The reason why I've already opened the blade is simply because I can't open the bloody thing easily. It takes quite a few attempts. It's got this particular one, it's got a hell of a back spine on it. I'm a bit of a weak arse as far as that goes. You know, I do have a little bit of trouble with strength in my hands, and that's possibly why I can't do it, but I've got this one open for you anyway. It's not something I have a regular problem, but it will get better, don't worry. I know this one will bed in. It's a beautiful knife. And I will be getting more in this range when they've been fully released over here. So anyway, that's beside the point. If you want to see reviews on these knives, most of these, the likes of Slip Joint Sawyer and people like that have done. Gadget Gus is another one. You know, they've all done really, really good reviews of these. You don't need to see another review. So I ain't going to be doing that. Firstly, though, anybody that did know, I had these Gerber Mansfields. Now, I had trouble with this one. I did show it before that the blade chipped. Similarly to how, when I used to do wood carving with scalpel blades, I used to find they used to chip quite a lot and then eventually snap. It's one of the reasons why I went over to knives instead of scalpels. They chipped quite quickly. I've got another one of these as well. Did exactly the same thing. I mean, these are very, very cheap. However, I have re-sharpened it, re-profiled it. I'll get it. It's a little bit untidy. I'm not an expert at sharpening by no means, but you know, I use this a lot. I do carving a lot with this knife. Now, I've given it something like, I don't know, sorry about the glare. It probably be between 15 and 20. Take your pick. It's somewhere between there. I don't actually know what the actual angle was. I just kind of made it up. What I tend to do is I'll lay the bevel, if you like, flat against the stone, and then I'll just tip it that little bit or that bit, and that's how. And I'll keep it that way, and that's what I've ended up having. But it's actually worked really well on this. It took an edge really well. Let's see some of this light. Yeah, that's a bit better. So it took the edge really well. It is now super, super, super sharp. Cuts through wood like butter. At some point I'll do the same thing with the other one. So I've scratched it a little bit. I'll fix that up at some point with a bit of wet and dry. You know, but this is a work knife. It's a very cheap work knife. Fantastic value. And yeah, the chipping has been ground out. It was only that first one. I think maybe that's why they're cheap. The Gerber stuffed up the heat treatment. I don't know. Maybe it was just too hard and it was just too sharp, but it chipped off. But yeah, since I put this new profile on it, took the old edge off, it's been fine. And it's held its edge as well. So definitely worth having, the Gerber Mansfield. And as far as wood carving, fantastic. Admittedly, you've got to kind of you need a glove to me, because you know, you need to use it that way if you like. Well, you don't need to. You can use the rest of the blade as well, but yeah, so when I do it, I tend to choke up like that. But anyway, a beauty, and it works. It's now okay. It's now been fixed. Of course, this one is absolutely beautiful. I did show this before. I'll do a proper review. I using that word. I'll give you a proper look at it another time. But this is lovely. Too big for a daily carry in the UK. It's also a lock knife, but this is super sharp, and I have given it a bit of a go on the wood with this, and this works really good as a carve as well. You can really get in, and that point there, super sharp, beautiful knife, beautiful. I'm going to be getting more of this brand. Yeah. Takesu. So yeah, that's that one. Oops, get over there. I need to get a better light. This is let me just dim it a little bit. It's giving me a lot of glare tonight. I don't know why that is. Let's see. A bit too much. Oops. Oh dear. I try that. Oh, that would have to do. It's not fiddling about too much. Shows the mucky blade up too much, this does. Right. This obviously is at the QSP, the one they brought out that was for ideal for an EDC in the UK. It's nice that these companies are now starting to do things that are legal in the UK. Now, when it comes to size, since the judge made that ruling that it's blade length, not cut length, I know not everybody's following that yet, but the court case did happen. It is documented, and that's what the judge ruled. To save any confusion, he said it's blade length. So it's a blade length of 3 inches, not a cut length of 3 inches, which is a bugger, but it is. That fits well into it anyway. That's what I was getting at. So, yeah. Another one in ones. You know, you've seen the reviews of these, but this is a very, very useful, nice little knife. You know, it locks up really good. No problem at all with that. Red and black works well. That's the one I got. So yeah, cheap at half the price. Beautiful little thing. I've got quite a few QSP knives. They're one of the better brands in my mind at the moment. They're putting out some very, very good knives at very good prices. Now this one, I bought a couple of these with armour, I think the brand's called. I bought a couple of these. Not this, I've got this one and another one. I put a thumbster on this. This is what I've been using as my daily knife for a while now. It's excellent. I'll put a thumbster on, because just for ease of opening for me, it's just being really lazy. This is lovely. Actually, it's a, I don't really know what the point of this is on the back. So it doesn't seem to actually do anything. It moves when you go like that. But it's not like you can tighten it up or anything to make it stiffer. I don't really know the point of it. Maybe it's just cosmetic. But it's a nice little knife. Very inoffensive. Very sharp. Ideal as a little pocket dropper. And I'm really, really happy with it. I mean, I'm only using it for doing light work, you know, opening packages and things like this, but it's fine. Very unassuming. Yeah. These next two are from Real Steel. Yeah, over there, will you? That's it. I just had to buy both of them when I saw them. beautiful. These are absolutely lovely. Again, excellent daily carries for the UK. I love the way they open and shut. Super sharp. The D2, as most of these knives are these days. Look at this. And this is the other one. I can't remember the names of them. But if you've got an Harney Haynes, they're there. These are obviously the Harney Haynes covers, I think. It's one of the things that made me giggle. You might look at them, they're almost the reverse of each other. Sort of. Yeah. They are really, really nice little knives. Can't fault them. They look better in the eye when you look at them. I just stuffed up the... yeah. There we are. Real steel. These are the only real steel knives I've got. Focusing. Come on, I need to get these focusing sorted out. I do all this on the an iPad, which is the reason why I can't do anything to change the volume settings or any of them sort of things. I mean, that's a mixture between, I know some people have complained that these are too quiet. I can't do anything to make it louder other than talk louder. And obviously, I don't pronounce words very well these days, especially since I lost my teeth, or some of my teeth. I'm losing a couple more very soon, so it's going to be even worse soon. I'll have trouble pronouncing the words again, because some of my front teeth are on the verge of falling out. Oh dear. The joys of old age. But yeah, I do have trouble pronouncing a lot of words now. I just can't get my tongue around things. And also, I've mentioned this in the past. I don't know why, and I've had a look at my settings, and I just can't find a way of changing it. When people give feedback on the videos I do, I only get something like the first 6, 7, 8 messages. After that, I can't open them. It might say there's 20, but I just can't access the later ones, and I have no idea what to do to make that happen. So, sorry if I'm looking like I'm not answering you. Right, anyway, this next one is from Twisted Assisted. Nice McCarter. This is a bugger to open as well, but I can get it. There. Yeah, nice McCarter handle. Made in Sheffield rather than the other ones which are made in China. Although some of them are Best Tech knives, I don't know, I'm assuming they're made in China as well. But I know the last couple that they put out special came from China. They're the same factory that makes what they're called, Bokers and all them really horrible ones I don't like with the holes in the handles. Anyway, yeah, so they make a lot of knives, as you know. So yeah, this is lovely. C70. Now I get the impression that this is either made in the same factory that makes it's either Arthur Wright's factory or it's Taylor's Eyewitness, because I'm not sure. I think it's more the Taylor's Eyewitness shape. I can't remember which it is. Arthur Wright. One of them has a real bugger with the back springs. That's right, it's Arthur Wright's knives. And this feels like an Arthur Wright knife. It's still nice, don't get me wrong. But that is a very, very stiff pull. And that's, you know, you're talking about, and if they're going 1 to 10, it's about 9. That takes a lot to break open. And it is difficult to open, but I'm a weakling. That's what that's all about. Spyderco, that's what I'm thinking of. The factory that China makes Spyderco. That's where their knives came from, the same company that did that. So yeah, it's good quality, don't get me wrong. Now the last two are the ones I've put on the title because I can't put all the titles up. You know, I've had these a short time now. These are absolutely lovely. I'm really impressed with them. This is the Oh, Rosebud brand. So what we've got, apple seed, black, red apple seed or something. What's this called? The French jackknife or something like that. That, oh look at that. I made a mess of that. I need to clean this properly. A lot of oil on it, this did. That is lovely, isn't that? The finish on this is fabulous. Look at that. You know, it's for very little money, you're getting a really, really high quality knife. I mean, look at the centering on that. I mean, that is spot on. You know, you're paying, if you wanted to say, I don't know, you was going to get, for instance, a Rough Rider Reserve, you're talking about almost twice the price of these and not as good quality. I'm going to get more of these Rosecraft knives, but I've got these ones for a start. I'm very impressed with them, very impressed. And of course, as everybody's saying, this one's favourite, this Barlow. This is absolutely fabulous. I mean, look at this. Look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it? There's just something. This is a bourbon bone or something. Yeah, this is just absolutely lovely. I was going to say to these blades. That's the problem with all this light and shiny blades. You see all the crap on them. Not doing it any favours, am I doing that? I just realised I've got some, I was using this to wipe something down earlier, so there's still, I'll probably put more crap on there than I'm taking off. But look at that. So that's a nice sheep's foot. I suppose that being a lamb's foot. I don't know if anybody does a goat's foot, maybe, I don't know. But that is lovely. That is, and this is very, very sharp. I mean, that corner there, you know, I mean, that comes almost to an infinite point. It reminds me a lot of the QSP Hedgehog. That's super, super sharp like this. But that's beautiful knife. That was, I mean, that's just fabulous. Look at that. That, you can't beat that. For the price, you know, you're not going to get better than this. I'm almost tempted not to use it and just get, maybe get another one, put one away for the collection and another one I use. But I don't know whether I'll do that or not. Anyway, so there. That's what I've been spending my pound notes on over the last couple of months. There is others, and there's, feel like it, I'll show you those. Oh, of course, I had these a while ago, and I still love them. About the most basic folding knife as you can get. Look at that, isn't that lovely? The only place I know that sells these is Celtic Web Merchants, and I'm not sure if they're sold out yet, but if they're not, if you want one, you're going to have to be quick, because I think they're very close to selling out. They're only £13, that's all they ask for these, £13. Look at this, it's brilliant. Look at that. Or make one yourself. I love them. That's why I bought two. Oops, get back up there. Up there, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sharpening them or anything. I'm not using them. These are not even going to be going out as a usable knife. That's not what I got it for. It's just the fun of having them. I mean, I don't think it wouldn't work as a usable knife. I think it would. But it's too long for the UK anyway, so I can't. But look at that, it's lovely. This one's a bit tighter than the other one. I just love it. Very oldie worldy. Excuse me, I'm well, that's all I've really got to say. Hopefully I was eligible. Is it eligible? No, eligible is wrong. Legible. Hopefully I was legible this time. Unlike other times, I will try and speak clearer and slower and louder in future videos. I'll try. I'll probably forget and just mumble like normal, and then you don't understand a word I've said. I've just had a swig of tea. Oh, Heine Haynes sent me the calendar. Very good of them. Anybody that buys from Heine's buys a lot, you get a gift. They sent a gift voucher plus a calendar for nothing. They're nice of them. They do look after their regular customers, there's no doubt. Or look after all their customers. I mean, I bought, oh God, way over 100, if not close to 200 knives off of Heine Haynes. since I've been collecting. I'll have to sit and work it all out one day. But it's got to be... It's definitely over 100. And I've got a little over 200 folders anyway, so... Maybe 150, I don't know. Either way around, I like them. They're always going to be my first choice because I do like them. I like what they sell. I like their service. And they haven't let me down yet. So, with that, I'm going to say ta-ra. If you don't get to watch the other video that I'm going to be doing later about with the Saxes, I'll wish you a happy Christmas and a prosperous and safe New Year. Look after yourselves. Remember, if you can't do it good, just be good. I made no sense at all, did it? Never mind. Right. I'm just rambling now because I've run out of things to say. So, with that, it's goodbye from the Toad. Look after yourselves, my friends, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra from me.